and he writes me a love letter. That's a bit much.
How far into the lunches that letter came?
I would say it took about 9 months.
9 months of free lunch? Ooh. Ah,
Actually, actually, maybe more,
you
but
were balling that year.
don't ask me what he wrote in the letter. But I
Ah, come.
no, I'm gonna tell you why I don't have it. I had to give it to HR.
You can follow me, but you don't know me. You can like a pig, but you don't know me. Hate it cause I get it, but you don't know me. Keep talking shit, nigga, but you don't know me. You can follow me, but you don't know me. You can like a pig, but you don't know me. Hate it cause I get it, but you don't know me. Keep talking shit, nigga, but you don't know me.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Drip. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit the comments. Let's discuss. Today, I have a special topic with a special guest. I keep hearing about that phenomenon called the work husband. And to me, it gives me chills. These guys that just had to work doing XYZ for women that have men at home just in the hope to get some. And sometimes these women are clueless about it and they just think it's normal, it's okay. Is it cheating? Is it not? Is it okay? Is it not? We're gonna hear it straight from a woman's mouth, all right? She had experience in that scenario, a big experience actually. So let's welcome my homie, Always Glow. Stay tuned. How you doing? Always Glow.
Good, yo.
You have a drink? What's your drink? Well, you drunk already.
Well, I was drinking before.
So
Might
you
as well
drunk?
not. Might as well not keep drinking.
So you tipsy? What's your status?
Tipsy.
How's life? How you been?
Been good. What
Man,
about you?
that I'm great. That app is the shit. SDC, you know the SDC app?
What is it?
It's like a lifestyle app, like swingers, poly people, open relationship, hot wife, cock holders. I don't even know.
Well, I didn't know. What's so good about it?
The openness of people. It's just amazing to witness. Yeah, I want you to fuck my wife. Like what? Like what? Me? Me? Fuck your wife? What time? Like what time? It's
It's
just
an underground world.
there's a world among this world. It's insane. Yo, it's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. You ready?
What is it?
The work husbands.
The word husband?
The work. The
The work
work.
husband. Oh
The
my
work.
god.
Oh my God. You're laughing right there. Yeah, that's the thing that's supposed to be so common nowadays that
It is
it's
something though.
insane. Like people don't know if they're
It
supposed to be
exists.
jealous. It exists? Oh, you have personal stories.
Well, it exists. It
People don't
exists.
know if they're supposed to be jealous, if it's called considered cheating. So, what do you think about this? Do you have a work husband? Wait,
I do.
what's a work husband? You said it exists.
It
What do you
exists.
consider a work husband? I want to know. What
Um,
is a work husband?
I don't know how far it goes for some people. I guess there's level to this shit, but I used to have a work husband who would bring me lunch every fucking day.
Okay.
Like
So
shovel my car for after work. So I would find
he
it
was what?
like
What your car?
he would he would shovel if there was snow and
Oh,
shit. So by the time I would leave work, like my car was clean.
no way.
Yeah,
Like you would just bring a whole shovel at work, like just for your car.
just for my car.
Wait,
Well,
so
he
how did
worked
it?
there, like it was already in his car. It's not like he brought it there, but like he would actually wait sometimes to because he would finish earlier than me. So he would wait closer to my time to go clean my
Okay,
part
let's rewind it. How did it start it?
with the lunches. Well, I knew
Okay,
him for a while, like we've been working together, and then he was the type of guy who was super shy and introvert, but I
like a
was
guy
nice.
that don't get no pussy.
Yeah, but he was
A
nice.
guy you can't tell that don't get no pussy.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like for sure he didn't, but he was still so kind, you know? So I was nice to him, and one day I didn't have lunch and he was like, "Oh, I brought extra fajitas." I'm like, "Really?" Like, "It's fine. I'll go get something." He's like, "No, no, no, I insist, you know. I'm a pretty good cook." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, so let's try it." And then we had one lunch and then I complimented him and I was like, "It was really good. Like, thank you." And then he every time he would make fajitas, he would bring to me. And then
Wait,
it
wait,
started.
wait, wait,
Why
wait,
wait?
wait. So let's rewind this real quick. So you were at work at lunchtime, so you didn't have no food. So
Yeah.
he said, "I got an extra thing." So basically he shared half of his lunch with you
Yeah.
that he
That's how
cooked
it started.
himself. So now that's mean that y'all sat at the cafeteria, whatever the lunch spot together,
No, it
face
was
to
at our
face.
desk. Like he would come to my desk because I had a big office. So he would come and he would bring his own chair and like he would
So
eat
was
with
that
me.
like a enclosed office or like a
No, it's
cubicle?
no open air, but my cubicle was bigger than others. So he would
So
bring
he
his
brought
own
his
chair.
own chair
Yeah.
and he opened his lunchbox and then he gave you half of the faida.
Yeah, and then I was like, "So eat with me, like you're fucking sharing your lunch with me. So sit down and let's have lunch together." And that's how it started.
So how did you feel at that moment? Like you didn't feel like you were on a date?
No, I didn't. I thought he
No?
was I thought he was kind. I thought he
So you
was
don't think
thoughtful.
sitting down with somebody and having lunch and between four eyes, that's like a date?
No, because he's a colleague, so it's not a date. So I'm like, okay, he's a kind colleague. He saw I was starving and he was like, "Don't go out. Like I got you."
So you're not worried about eating another man's cook food? It's not like a restaurant he bought you something. Like he cooked that food. That food came with his own hands and shit. So you were
Okay.
not worried about that?
So
You were just comfortable?
do you know like if the people in the back of the fucking restaurants actually are clean?
Yes, but I don't see them, so I don't care.
Okay. So
Out of sight, out of mind, we say.
well, I
Or,
see him. I would trust him more because I see him every day and he's always fucking clean. So okay,
okay,
the
so there
guy
was
in the
some
back
trust
of the
there.
okay, the guy in the back of the fucking restaurant. I don't see that guy.
Okay. So that was the first co-work date.
Yes.
All right.
No, it was not a. It was not a date.
What about the second one? How did that happen?
Not even. Not for real. I even on the second one, I was like, yeah, like he's just being nice, you know.
Second one was still food.
So,
He
yeah, it was still.
cooked lunch for you,
It was always food,
like
but it's
homemade
fine.
food.
Homemade food, always.
Cook with love. So you were not worried that motherfucker just sprinkle something on it?
I never got sick.
The
He
the
was
dude
right. He was a pretty good cook.
the dude was black, was white, right?
He was white, yeah.
Because if he was black, would be some voodoo on that shit, man. Oh, now you love me now. Yeah, yeah. The Haitians know what's up. You know, that coworker come
He
with
was
that
white. He
powder.
was
They come with
white.
that powder on your food, like I'm in love.
Oh my god, you're so.
Oh man, that powder is straight from Haiti, straight
I
from the
can't.
plane, it's straight from Saint Michel.
No, he was white. No, no, with my food. Like there was no. Oh shit! Suddenly I love you. No, there was no nothing like that.
All right, so at that point, when you guys eating like close face to each other and and bumping shoulders and
Oh,
shit, what was the
we're not
conversation
bumping.
like?
We were not bumping shoulders. Chill out.
What was the
Like
conversation like?
it was mostly around work. Nothing. Like he never asked me anything
So it
personal.
was really
You're fucking coughing for what?
uh, it's hot in
No, he
Florida.
didn't. He,
So you
I'm telling you, he was like. No, he was an introvert. He was an introvert. Like, I was basically probably the only one he had the most conversation in the whole company ever. Yeah, so he was an introvert. Like, he wouldn't ask me anything super personal at all. Like, not in my private life or anything.
That's not a role of a co-worker, work husbands. Like, don't go too personal yet. Like, yeah, you have to play in the field, right?
Well, I don't think I think he liked me, but he never.
No shit. He was cooking for you. And no man in the history of mankind just cook for a woman for the fuck of it,
Okay,
unless he's
but
getting paid.
like, he kept his distance in the sense that it was really work related. Even when we were eating, it was like work related. Or
So
like, if I was going on vacation, like very basic stuff. Like, I was going on vacation, I would tell him where I was going, and he would tell me, okay, I'm going on vacation, but like, and like normal shit, like
So yeah, yeah,
nothing.
build the relationship. Like it started like yeah, trusted each other. You start telling him your personal stuff, like I'm going on vacay this week, or me too
Well, these
next
these
month.
are these are fucking basic conversations between colleagues. Like, that's all we look forward to. It's fucking vacation. What's next? What's the plan? Where are you going? What are you planning to do? Like, these are basic conversation that I could have with someone who doesn't bring me lunch. So he deserved the answer. Okay.
I guess he worked for it. So outside of lunch, what other thing he did? Like, was the next thing he did to be like, oh my God, like that was a little lot, something like that.
Mm, like, you want to know like what other gestures he used to do
Yes, yes,
beside the
gestures.
lunches?
Yes. Like when did the snow piling started? Was it right after the lunch, or he did something prior to that?
No, the lunch was the first thing that started, and then we would eat with each other like every day. So he
Every
was my,
day.
yeah, he was my
So
lunch.
every day, sorry, every day was him bringing the food, or sometimes you had your own food and you still meet up for
I
that
never
lunch.
brought nothing.
So you were eating on his dime every day.
Yeah, but that's what he wanted. So yeah.
Wow. So at that point, did you know that, oh my God, I got some freebie right now? Or you just like, oh, he's nice.
No, I knew I had some freebie, but I
So you
always
were
knew.
using you were using the pussy power at that point.
I
That's right. You were
frankly,
using that pussy power.
frankly, I made him happy. Like, he was so happy to talk to me. Like,
No
nobody would
shit.
address him. Nobody would address him. So he was so happy. So he was making me a favor, but like, I was bringing some kind of joy to his life too. I'm pretty sure like he looked excited for lunch.
And you look excited for you for saving that 1999. Uh,
Okay? So
so
like,
how
he
long that
helped me
lasted
and I
for?
helped him. Hmm?
Wait, don't forget about how long that lasted. So what's the next gesture you did after, outside of the lunch? What was the next one?
I don't think I can't put a finger on it, but he would always be thoughtful, like, oh, do you need help, or do you need something, do you need, oh, for the tires, like when it was winter time, he would ask me, do you need someone to lift your tires, blah blah blah. I was like, no,
Lift your
I'm good.
tires?
Yeah,
So
because
yeah, I live in Florida. I don't know what lifting
exactly,
tires.
but yeah, if you would live in like in a city like Montreal, you would understand that time is real and you need to change your on the
So he
tires or lift
offered
your
he
tires.
offered to buy you some tires.
No, not to buy me, just to pick them up because it's heavy. There's rims around it, so he would be like, "If you need help, I know it's heavy. Before you go change it at the garage, I could put them in your car." Like, he
Oh,
was
he
that.
wanted to, he wanted to come to your house.
Yeah, but he never came.
Uh,
But yeah,
uh,
I was like, "No,
uh,
I'm good," you know. But he was always thoughtful like that. He didn't want me to overdo anything. Like, if I complained about something, he would try to find a solution. Like, I'm not gonna find like examples right away. Like, if they come up, they come up, but he was always very, very thoughtful.
so what was the next gesture he did after like that's thoughtful? I want an actual gesture. Like what
And
did he
then
do?
like and then it would be like, oh, birthday cards. Like, he gave me birthday cards.
With a gift card inside? All right. Sephora? What was it?
No, no, nothing inside. Like it was empty. There was no money. There was no gift cards. Like, but he was. There was always a nice word, like nice wishes. Like he never forgot my birthday. That's also something that he did. And the shoveling my car,
So
like
there's no gift with the birthday card, only like well wishes, that's it?
only well wishes.
Oh, you fucked
Oh,
around.
no, he did.
No flowers?
Has he ever given me flowers? I can't recall. I can't recall, but I don't think so. I don't.
Okay.
No,
So
no.
birthday card, that's once in a blue moon. So what other gesture did that work? Like what? Like he brought.
Nothing much. He would wait for lunch, wait for snow, wait for like if I needed something, he would be present. Like nothing much. Like it's work. At
So
the end of the
after
day, it's work.
lunch, it went straight from the snow, like actions wise.
Yes, yes. But that was also very kind because he would finish like I think it was he would finish around 3:30 or 4 and I would finish at 5. So he would postpone his departure so my car would be like as clean
Clean.
as possible. Yeah.
I'm betting there was not a single snowflake on that car.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
There was not a single snowflake on that windshield. Would he start it too, like to warm it up for you?
No, 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 no.
You
No.
didn't give him the key?
No.
No? No, damn. All right, so at what point did you notice that this motherfucker love me or he wants to fuck me?
At one point, um that's where it started going downhill. He wrote me a letter. How did it happen?
This what year was that?
I don't remember the year. It's like years ago. Like I don't.
Mhm.
It's years ago.
2021.
No, 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 no. Maybe before 2020. No, before that. But he
Before
had.
that,
It was.
2019.
It was pre-COVID because it started going downhill after a Christmas party. So
Tell me more.
it was at that Christmas party. Like I arrived. Like it was in the hall. I see him, and when I get close to him, like I saw that he had mascara under his eyes. So I
He
was
had
like,
what?
not mascara, eyeliner. He had eyeliner. So I was like, what's that? Like, why did you put eyeliner, you know? And he was like, oh, it's my mom who put it for me. I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't make a case out of it, but I found it so weird because he was so his style was very subtle, you know, like very a normal style, not
A normal
fast.
style with eyeliner? Okay, go
Usually,
on.
no, I mean at work, like he would wear like a shirt, normal pants, not like no makeup, nothing. And then he showed up there with whatever the eyeliner. That was good. Whatever. So after that, I think the 2 weeks later or a week later, I would get back to work, and he writes me a love letter. Then I was like, oh shit, like that's a bit much. What he said in the letter, I don't
He wrote
recall.
you a road letter, a love letter.
Yeah, he did, but it was kind of intense. It was kind of intense, so I was like, whoa, like that's a bit much, you
Quick
know?
question: how far into the lunches that letter came? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, a whole year? Like how far?
I would say it took about 9 months.
9 months of free lunch? Ooh. Ah,
Actually, maybe more,
you
but
were balling that year.
I saved up. Okay, I saved up.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways,
So it took 9 months for him to make that first official love move. God
yeah,
damn.
yeah, Well, yeah, it took him quite some time, but when he did, it almost like I can't. Don't ask me what he wrote in the letter, but I
Ah, come, bro. Let's just go pull out that letter, but I know you still got it.
no, I
I
don't.
know, I know it's in your girls' group chat.
No, it's not. No, I'm gonna tell you why I don't have it. I had to give it to HR.
Oh,
Yeah.
you snitch oh, you snitch on the motherfucker. You got all these free fajitas that you snitch.
Because the letter, no, the letter was almost
You got scared.
yeah, like it was bad. It was bad. So I didn't go to HR right away. I went to my boss and I said, "Can I talk to you?" And it was like, "Yeah, sure." Like we closed the door and I'm like, um so and so like wrote me a letter. I'm like, I'm kind of freaking out about the letter. And he's like, what's in the letter? I'm like, read it. So if I'm overreacting, just tell me. And he was like, whoa, this needs to go to HR. I was like, yeah, I feel like it needs to.
So what part of that letter that made you feel like you need to go to HR? Like what was it?
It's more the part of the it felt like an obsession at some point, like type of I would do anything for you, like I will always be there, like
That doesn't sound too bad. Come on now, keep going.
I can't
He,
recall,
he
but
did
there
he
there
did
was
anything for you for 9 months. Like, come on, it doesn't sound too bad.
no, but it was the way he penned it. It was almost like you can't go anywhere. Like
That was the words he said. Like,
I
if I
don't
see you with
recall.
another
It's
man,
too
I'm
long
gonna kill
ago, and I
myself.
oh yeah, it was something like that actually.
See, come on
It
down, give
was
me that letter.
it was something. Now that you're saying it, like it was really deep. Like you're like
I can't picture you with another man.
it was too
You're mine.
intense. No, okay, like I
All
don't
the
know.
all this chicken cost me.
I can't with you. I can't. No, but for real, it was something like that, like about either killing himself or I don't know.
Come on, it was something like that. It's something that you remember. Killing
I
yourself, that's something
don't.
that you gotta remember.
You know why I don't remember? It's because when it happened, I got shook. I went straight to my boss's office. I showed him the letter, and it's like I never saw the letter again because the letter went straight to HR. But it did shook us in the sense that okay, someone's safety is like is at
So
risk
what
here.
word that made you fear for your safety? I don't understand. You share lunch with the guy 5 days a week for 9 months.
And then he comes up to you and he's like, fuck, like, I love you so much. I would do everything for you. You can't go da da da, blah, blah, blah,
You
blah,
can't
blah.
go what? What's it da? That's what I want to know. The
Ah,
da.
stop. Stop. I don't want to put the exact word because I do not remember them, but it was like something that had to do with like his life and like ending his life or whatever. Like it was deep or I don't know. Like I can't recall because like I said, I read it once, I panicked, I went to see my boss and I never saw the letter again, but it was very triggering. Cause I'm not the type to go to HR for fucking shit. Like, but this,
Yeah,
I was
because
like,
because black people aren't supposed to snitch.
but yeah, but at this point I had to because someone's life was at risk. So I was like,
Who's
okay.
someone? Yours or his?
I felt like both of ours. I
Okay, so
felt
then he
like
gave
both
you
of ours.
so he gave you that letter at that party, that Christmas party.
No, like it was a Christmas party, and then we had like the whole coming back from the holidays. So I would say like 2 weeks after we go back to work, and then he gave me the letter.
How did he give you that in between some sandwiches? Like how did that happen? No, for real. I'm curious.
He really gave it to me like a real letter. Like I got you something. Like he came like early in the morning, and then he was like, "I got something for you." I was like, "Oh, what's that?" He's like, I got
You
something
thought you
for
thought it
you.
was you thought it was a person.
No, I never thought that. That was not even his style, you know. But
Huh?
I thought it was a sandwich, but not a not a purse, you know. Like I was like, what's that, you know? And he was like, I got something for you. And then later on during the day, I think it was after lunch, he gave it to me, and yeah.
So did you read it in front of him or you waited?
No, he left. He gave me the letter and he left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened next? You read the letter, like, oh my God, you went to your boss?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It didn't take long. I was like, whoa, like the fuck. Yeah.
And then what when did you talk to him after the letter? The first time? When was it? The same day, the next lunch? What was it?
We never talked after that because HR met with him.
Right away, the same day?
Not the same day, but I didn't talk to him that day. And even
So
for
he
the
gave you the so he gave you the letter after lunch, basically.
yeah, yeah. It was
Okay,
after lunch.
so you ate already. Your
So
stomach was
I
full
ate
already.
after lunch. Yeah.
Okay. So what about the following day? Did he come up with the lunch for you?
He didn't. I don't know if he did and he never gave it to me, but after the letter I feel like because I never either replied or they had met him before I saw him the next day, like he kept his distance. So maybe I
So
still had a lunch, but I will never know if I had
that was my next question. So what did you eat that day?
fuck. You know?
You still missing them proteins. No, for real.
I
What did you eat that day?
fuck
Some
you.
chips?
Fuck you.
You what? Did you bring your own lunch? Uh,
I
like
didn't bring my lunch because I
you
was not
didn't?
used to it.
So what did you eat that day then?
I probably ordered out. No shit. Yeah. I was probably not
So
clean.
you were afraid of the guy, but you were still willing to eat some because you
No,
didn't
no,
bring
no.
your own food.
No. I was not willing to even entertain this anymore because I was like, okay, now this is like
So from one day to the next, you just stop talking to him, stop eating those
stop.
fajitas.
You make it sound like fajitas is like life. Like,
I it seemed like it was life for you for 9 months. That's life right there.
it was
If
not
it,
only fajitas. It started with
I'm
fajitas.
I'm sure it was not only that, but I'm saying if a woman give me food for 9 months straight every day, I'm marrying the woman. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Like,
there was no marriage there.
ladies out there, if you want to give me lunch for 9 months straight, I'm putting a ring on the finger. I don't give a fuck. It never happened to me. Like it's
Yeah.
so
So
so y'all
that's what
stopped
happened.
talking. So y'all never talk after that.
We did talk after that, but several years after, because he gave me another letter. I would say maybe a few years later.
Oh, so how many years y'all worked together?
I would say 17 years, maybe 16. Yeah.
Wait, so the math ain't mathing right now.
Mm?
So you were working 15 years prior to your first lunch with him. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. But well, of
But
course.
after the HR shit, how long after y'all still work together?
I would say seven, 7 years.
Oh, so that's a long ass time ago then.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
Like we
saying
worked.
pre-COVID. That's not pre-COVID. That's a decade ago. That's
Oh,
pre-50 cents at this
oh
point.
yeah, it's a while ago. Like that's why I said pre-COVID. So don't take say 2021. Like that's why I said like no to refer to you like
That's
pre-COVID.
pre-Drake now. Like you said pre-COVID. That's pre-Drake.
No, it was a while back. Like it's a long time because we worked several years, like over a decade together. And then after that incident, we worked together
7 years, roughly.
roughly,
So
yeah,
how was that dynamic at work after that?
no contact whatsoever. Until that day he gave me the letter saying he's sorry for what he wrote and he apologized, blah blah blah. And then it was never the same, but like if we would cross path, like we would say, "Hey, how are you? Good, good." And then it was like a real coworker, not a husband, a work husband, you know?
So I want to know one thing I forgot to ask. Like when you were getting all these lunches and shit, what was the other coworkers saying? Were they like coming to you like glow something? What's going on over there? Or nobody was saying shit.
I feel like nobody really. I had comments,
Like what?
but it was more comments like, "Ah, you're so nice to keep him company. He's always alone." Like people didn't know that he was like actually fucking bringing me lunch every day necessarily. Not everybody knew, but they knew that he was lonely and I was the only one addressing him basically. So they were like, "Oh, that's so nice. Like, you keep him company at lunch." I'm like, "Yeah, you know."
So no girls at coworkers was like, what are you doing?
No.
You know this guy loves you, right? Like nobody said anything like that.
No, I don't recall anybody saying that. Everybody was like, "He's just you should see the guy also, like he was like a programmer, he's like introvert, like he was, laid back.
Loser.
Hmm? Don't say that. He wasn't he wasn't a loser. He was just
I
not
didn't
good.
say anything.
He was socially awkward.
Yeah, that's usually what I call them. So when did you know like you were taking advantage of the guy, or do you ever think you were doing that?
Oh yeah, I did know, like, fuck.
How many lunch into it you feel like, oh my god, I'm using this guy?
I don't know how many fucking lunches into it, but at some point I was like, okay, so this is not stopping. Like I'm getting a lunch every fucking day. And then I was like, you don't have to do that, right? Like maybe after 2 weeks, I'm like, you don't have to do that. And he was like, no, it's my pleasure. Like, nah, like I'm always making enough food, blah blah blah. I'm like, but you don't have to. And he insisted, and I know that he felt good. He felt seen at that time.
So
So
you make it sound like you were doing a good deed.
I did, like, yeah.
Right. For your stomach.
Well, I
All
didn't
right.
I didn't dislike his company. He was like polite, not into my fucking business and chill.
So you never asked
Like
you on a
I've
date?
known coworkers that were way more annoying than him, food or not. La.
So you never asked you on a date?
He never did. Never.
And you never thought, oh, let me have a good drink with you. Like, let me give you lunch back. You never thought about that? Paying a guy a lunch?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I would ask him like, no, you don't have to. Let's say it was a Friday. Don't bring anything. Like let's go. I'll order something. For some reason he didn't like to go sit at a restaurant, but whatever. I was like, I could like always bring it and
So
like.
you ask him to go to a restaurant with you.
Mm?
So you ask him to go to a restaurant with you.
Yes, I asked him. We could go eat there. Like there's like restaurants around.
Oh, okay.
Like to return the favor, but he would never. Like he would want to cook. Like I was like, okay,
Oh,
as you wish.
I know what he was putting in those.
He never
Never,
wanted to, so that's fine.
never.
Like,
Yeah, I know why.
why?
That mayo was extra creamy. Yeah.
Oh, stop it! Don't fucking do that. Don't, don't you fucking dare, please. Don't, like, don't.
Yo, I'm laughing, but it's not even funny. Oh
Mm,
my
You're,
God,
you're not
he's
funny.
looking at your pictures while he's cooking that shit, and
No, you're not funny.
ah,
You're disgust. Stop it! It's disgusting.
I'm moving on. Wow.
Yeah. So that's why. But well, I offered, but at some point, like if every time he says no, I'm like, okay, he really enjoys this, so going.
Wow, it's insane. Woo. Wow. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how
Mm.
attractive was he?
A two?
Damn, you're usually generous.
I am.
So that's mean it's -8.
No, no, no.
I know you're extra generous person.
I'm
I
not
know
extra generous.
you extra generous on your
You
ratings.
fuck. You taught me not to be extra generous. Like
You
I got that
extra
lesson.
generous. So if a guy
Okay.
is a 2, god damn. So you really like there's no way you could get anything.
No,
Impossible.
impossible.
Wow.
Yeah,
But motherfucker tried though. Damn.
he did.
So if you had a man, would you
Yeah.
still taking those lunches? Wait, were you single that period?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure? Think about it again.
Yeah. Yeah. I was. I was.
Okay. So if you had a man, would you have taken those lunches still or no?
Yeah, because I felt like he was. They had. He was a.
Platonic.
Yeah, I was very platonic.
So
Yeah.
you would tell your man that, hey, babe, every single day this guy is having lunch with me, he's cooking for me. You would tell your man that.
I
So
would
you think
probably.
you think any man on the earth would be
I
like,
would probably tell him, don't cook me lunch. I have lunch. He would say,
so you won't tell him the truth. You won't tell your man the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
yeah, I would tell him. Why not? It's platonic.
So I'm saying, so you would tell your man like
It's a fucking coworker. It's like going to the cafeteria and eating with a bunch of fucking dude. Like,
you say it's like that? No, it's not like that.
and I don't forget, I at that time I worked in a men's environment. So
It's
97% of the company were men.
so you saying that if you have a man and you tell your man there's another man that's cooking me food 5 days a week, you really think your man will be like, all right, babe, get that free chicken.
Well, we
Take your time, I'll wait.
well, let's discuss about it. He's gonna say, so what makes you think that it's right? And I would exactly have that conversation that we're having. If if that's an issue, you have to tell me why it's an issue, because the guy is it's strictly platonic. He's a coworker like anybody else, but he's kind enough to bring me food every day. Now, are you worried? Are you worried that I might fall in love for the two? Now that's a question you should ask yourself. And if you're worried at that point that a two could get over you, then you should ask yourself serious questions about how you treat me, because that means like fuck, you ain't enough for me, clearly. If
So you
like if fucking fajitas makes you fucking walk out, like we have an issue.
so basically your answer is your man shouldn't feel no type of way for another man cooking for his wife or girl for 5 days a week for
It's it
months.
in that scenario, no, like he shouldn't be worried.
Okay.
But a scenario that you're getting lunch from a 7 and 8 and
But
9.
think about it. Your man at home doesn't know your coworkers are 2, 3, 4,
No,
5,
but
6, or
that's
10.
that's why I said we would have a conversation, and I would say, no, 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 not my type at all. Zero. Like there's no chance. Like he's a cool dude.
Okay. How
No,
many times women have said men are not their type, but then they're getting spread on their backs? How many times?
not your type is a 5. Like, oh, he's not my type.
So
Haha.
women never.
But he makes me laugh. Haha. Okay?
So
That's a 5.
and the history of womankind, no woman ever fucked a 5 and below.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
But
I was
that's a
confused
5
real
though.
quick.
So that's a
'Cause
5.
okay, but so it's not far fetched to fuck a 5,
But it's far fetched to fuck a 2.
is it? I know a whole lot of twos getting pussy out there.
Well,
They're doing a
like
whole lot for it.
good for them.
They're doing a whole lot for it.
I'm actually happy that they're getting fucked. Like,
They're,
good for
they're
them.
doing they're doing listen, they're doing a whole lot for it. They're buying lunches, they're paying bills, they're paying rent, they're flying bitches out left, right, and center. They're doing a whole lot for it, but they're still getting pussy at the end of the day. I
The
know a whole lot
minute
of twos are doing that.
the minute you start, like, you have a man and you start acting a certain, like, you start getting putting blush in the morning because you're going for lunch with that 7 or that 8 or that,
Nah, that's a different
you
thing
know,
now.
that's
Now you're flirting.
exactly. And now it's like, it's now it's cheating.
So let me
because
ask you this.
you desire something, you desire some, like, something from him, even if it's just the attention, or if you just like the way he looks at you, or whatever, the way he makes you feel, blah blah blah.
Yeah, woman desire a lot of attention. They're lying
Yeah.
about it every day. But so let me ask you this. So if your husband has a work wife that cooks him lunch every day, you'll be fine with it? Babe, go get that free food.
If it's as platonic as me,
There's no if. You've learned that he has a woman that's getting free food. You don't know what's going on at work. You don't know what's going on at work. Nobody knows. Your
I'm
man
gonna
doesn't
ask,
know
well,
doesn't know
I'm
if
gonna,
you're getting fajitas or you're getting fucking hot dog in the bathroom.
the
Nobody
point the
knows that,
point
right?
the point in a relationship is to communicate. So
Yeah,
now,
that's in a
so now
fantasy relationship. I'm talking about the real life. Yeah, what I'm saying. People are jealous. People got insecurities. That's real life. Doesn't matter how much
I
you try
will
to
ask,
communicate. People still lie every damn day, right?
but it doesn't matter if he lies to me, but
Forget
I
about
will
you
ask.
ask. I said you hear about the woman cooking your man food for 6 months straight. At the moment you hear that, do you get mad or no?
I don't, because
Eh,
I
all right,
did
cool.
it. But I will get suspicious though. I will be like,
Why would you get
okay,
suspicious?
about her intentions. So if the guy, my two, was into me, why wouldn't she be cooking because she's into him? So now it's for him to tell me what's up. Like, or is there any type of interest?
So if there's a woman at work that have an interest into your husband, like she wants to fuck him, and your husband entertain it, it's cool.
No, it's not.
All right. So you know your coworker had an intention,
Yeah.
right? So you think that it should be cool for your husband to be okay with it? Then how?
Well, the intention was never gonna get anywhere because
That's not the point. Because you said for the woman, you said it's not cool.
there's
So
there
so I'm your husband. I'm telling you, babe, I'm never fucking that bitch. I just want that free food. That's when
you
you
don't
have to
have to
believe
go
my words.
you don't have to go all there, all, I'm not fucking that bitch, like, just tell me I ain't fucking her, like, but she's cooking for me, and then we'll discuss about it.
Okay, but at the
I'll
end of the
ask
day,
more questions,
would you be
because
at the
I
end
would
of at the
expect,
end of all the question? Would you be like, I, it's
no,
okay,
it's,
keep getting those chickens.
I'm not here to take decisions for a grown-ass man or an adult. So now if we discussed and you feel like I'm okay with it, or you feel like you still okay taking it because you're certain about your decision, I ain't gonna be the one telling you you should do this, you
Of
should do
course
that.
not. But I'm asking you if you would be okay with it. That's what I'm asking you. If you would be okay with it.
I'm okay with being told the truth.
You're skating around the question now. That's not what I'm asking you.
I am not
You're
skating
skating
around.
now. See, that's Canadian right there. You're on ice right now. That's not what I'm asking you. There's a woman at work that want to fuck your husband and cook him food every damn day and doing shit for him left, right, and center. You talk with him, he doesn't want to fuck her whatsoever. You still okay with him entertaining that shit and still getting those perks every damn day? Or you
If
want that shit to stop?
I would probably want that shit to stop.
Stop. That's all I want to know. So if you want your man to act a certain way, don't you think that you should act a certain way yourself when it comes to the same scenario?
But if I had the same,
Why the double standards?
no, it's not double standard, because you asked me another question. You said, would you tell him? I would be like, yeah. Would you keep taking it? Yeah. Like, if my man has no issues and he understand where we stand in that
And
situation.
I asked you
But
if
if
you think
he
there was
feels,
nothing wrong with that. You said no. I don't want the guy. You said
okay,
no.
but
But for the sake
if he
for
would
the
feel,
reverse, you said
if
no. You want that to stop.
if he would feel some type of way, I would stop too. It's the same for him. That's why I'm telling you, I'm not taking any decision for any adult. Like, if we discussed about it and you feel like, huh, maybe I should stop, like, you stop. And if you feel like, no, I don't have to stop, she's genuine, she's just, she
No,
loves
you're
cooking.
going somewhere else right now. I'm not talking about the feeling whatsoever. I'm talking about what you would want and what you think is right or wrong. That's what I'm talking about. So you said
The
yourself,
right
no,
thing,
you want that to stop if there was your husband. You said that
the
yourself.
the right thing would be to stop if any party is uncomfortable.
It's not what you answered right now, but now you're skating again. Now you're skating, you're skating. You said no. If a woman wants your man and your man entertain it, you wouldn't like that. You wouldn't want that to stop. Because let's be honest, when a guy flirt with a woman, no wife is happy with this, unless they're in the fucking lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? No wife is
I would
happy with that.
I would prefer for it to stop indeed.
Exactly. See, that's what you said earlier, but you're skating on me now.
I'm not
You go
saying
your bag.
I'm not kidding, but now I have this picture of the conversation that we just had with this guy in particular, and now you're putting another scenario of a girl in love with my man and cooking.
That's the same scenario. It's not another scenario. It's just reverse genders. That's all.
But mine, we had time to portray the man, who he is, how it came
Doesn't
out.
matter.
Okay, good.
We had time, but your husband at home doesn't know all this conversation and whatnot.
I would stop whatever he feels uncomfortable
I
with.
get that, but I'm asking you what you thought it was right or wrong, and you said for you it was nothing wrong, but for him it was wrong. That's basically what you said. It's on video. It's basically what you said. You know what I mean? That's
Because I'm still thinking about my situation. But
yeah.
like I said, if you entertain this to another level, like to another level, and you kind of attracted to the man, now it becomes like another scenario. It's another, like, there's a gray zone like to everything. I know you don't like that, but that's what it is.
At the end of the day, I think how as long as you entertain someone, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position.
Which I did.
You get what I'm
Because
saying?
which I did.
If you talk to a guy, you're giving somebody time of the day. One day that person gonna get that time, like point blank period. Maybe that's not that person, but somebody else might get it. So if a wife talks to other guy, flirt and shit, you're giving other men time of day. You only take the right person at the right place at the right time for shit to go left. No
Hmm.
matter how good we think we are. Everybody got their match out there. For you, it's Idris Elba. For
Yes,
somebody else, it's
sir.
Brad Pitt. For me,
Yes,
it's
sir.
J
It's
Lo.
all day,
You know
every
what I'm
day.
saying? Everybody has that right person that can make them step out of all their belief in life. The thing is to not put yourself in that position. So when you entertain a guy, no matter if he's a two or one or five, I know a lot of women that fuck their male besties and whatsoever because of the right place, right time, right scenario. My husband cheated on me last week, last month, so fuck it. I'm gonna get like these nice guys. They stay in the friend zone hoping for some pussy.
You like to say that, huh?
It's the truth. That's why this guy was bringing you lunch for 9 months because he was waiting for some pussy, right? I think my microphone got a problem. Did I hear right?
It definitely did.
I think wait,
Definitely did.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right,
Okay,
right.
okay. It's working now. Roger that. Like I always preach, men and women can be friends. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Men and women can't. They're not supposed to be friends at least.
They're not supposed to
Especially,
be friends.
especially an attractive woman. You're not supposed to have male friends. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way like if a regular guy's a good looking woman and be like, oh, I'll never fuck that, fuck this shit. Like, impossible. I don't believe it. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I was actually listening to a podcast yesterday, 2 days ago. It's called Other People's Lives. Like, you should check it out. It's insane. So
Other
basically, it's
people's
two,
lives.
yes, OPL,
Okay.
OPL podcast on Instagram.
Okay.
It's basically these two white boys. They interview people about wild topics, and
Okay.
people call in and explain the wild shit that they went through in their lives, other people's lives. So I was listening to this guy who said, I had sex with my best friend's wife. You know what I mean? Like he was saying like how it just happened and one day she just kissed him because they were really getting really close and shit. And he's saying that the guy was his best friend was the cool kid, the
Hmm.
football star, and
Yeah.
he was the little loser pretty much, not as good looking. So his friend was so confident that he never saw it coming.
Okay.
Like his friend was always bragging about the big size of his dick, his nice car, and all his accolade. So his friend was the alpha man, and the other guy was just a basic friend on the
Yeah.
side. But he
Yeah.
ended up fucking his girl because he was there at the right place. At the, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. What's that?
He, right? What the fuck is this shit? Because he was there at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? No matter how cool that friend is with his girl, he pissed her off plenty of night before. And one night she got pissed off with a man, she fucked his friend.
Yeah, I get that, but yeah, I'm.
It happened a whole lot. And why that happened is because the guy allowed his girl and his boy to chill and have a relationship together. I'm not sure how long it took, but it ended up happening. And it happened a whole lot around this
He was
world.
in the sideline, right?
Well, he was not even on sideline. He was just a friend that was like not getting no attention from female pretty much to like, oh my God, this woman is talking to me a whole lot. Like he said she made the first move on him. Like she went and kissed him one night and was like, oh my God, and he was shocked because he got her attention. Because for him,
Yeah.
it was almost like an ego boost. Like, damn, she's with this alpha male, but she wants me. He
Yeah.
couldn't turn this down. So that's like you were saying, it was probably the two or the five, and the boyfriend was the eight, nine, 10. And he still got her because he had that nice shoulder for her to cry on, to complain about, to share fajitas. You know what I mean? Like, so a woman is not supposed to put herself in this position, but women will use their beauty power to have any social benefit in this fucking world we in right now.
I was using absolutely nothing. The guy came up to me with the fajitas, and my stomach
Because you're
was,
beautiful, you don't have to use
my
it. That's
stomach
why he
was
came there.
hungry, and I was kind to him also. I was very kind to him.
Yeah, you were kind because you were getting the fajitas.
No, I was kind to him prior to the fajitas.
Yes,
That's
but you
that's
want
why
extra
probably he
kind.
made extra fajitas.
You
Okay,
want extra kind when you start getting those free food.
extra kind. Like who's
Now you
extra
become a
kind?
shoulder for him to
Who's
lean
extra
on.
kind? It's either you're kind or you're not. Like there's no
No,
extra kind.
no, no. Yeah, women know when you're extra calm, when you're flirty and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, listening to a guy and giving him advice and we comfort. Like, yeah, know when you're extra kind. You know what I mean? You have any friend that ever had
Okay.
work husbands?
What extra kind? Like I was just kind to him, period. Like I didn't get
Yeah.
extra kind because he was feeding me for lunch. Like I was
Okay.
kind prior to it.
How about for the snow shoveling? That's a lot.
That was a whole lot of fucking thank yous. Okay.
This guy deserves some just for the snow shoveling. That shit is cold as fuck.
He was
Canada, that shit is
yeah,
cold.
he was very nice.
He deserves some for that. You never feel bad like, oh my God, I never gave him
No,
anything.
no. Feel bad for what? That's his own free will. He
You ever
wanted
had
to
a
do
friend?
that.
You ever had a
He
friend that
wanted
had a
to do
co
that. He wanted to do that.
yeah, of course, they always want to do that, but they want something in return. You know that, right? They don't do that
Okay.
for the
But I
kindness, from the kindness of their hearts.
and it was from the kindness of my heart too that I accepted and I shared all of my lunches with him. Like I could have been with the cool people at
No,
work going to
that
food.
was that was the kindness of your stomach and your wallet. That food was good. It must have been good. 9 months. It must have
He
been really good.
he was a good cook. He
He was
was.
probably buying that shit at the restaurant and bringing it to work.
No, 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 no. It looked like homemade food.
Yeah, some fucking little fucking bistro and like little
No,
like shawarma. What is it
no,
called in Canada? The Arabic shit, the shawarmas and shit.
no, no. It looks
Like they look like fucking homemade food too.
no,
So do you have any friend that ever had a work husband?
no, not that
You
I
ever
know.
heard stories like that?
No, at all.
I wonder how often those work husbands get some pussy. That's what I would like to know.
That's a great question, but I wouldn't be able to answer you because I know
Uh,
who had the work husband.
so knowing not what you've been through before, like in the future now, you meet a guy that wants to take care of you at
I
work.
would
Would you
not
go
do
to a
that.
nigga?
I would
Why is
not
that?
because like I put myself in a situation and the end result was disastrous. Like Frankly, I would have preferred for him to keep it to himself so we could have continued that
Get that
work.
free food.
No, that would no,
So
because
we could,
after
so
that,
you could have continued. Yes, go ahead.
no, I because like he was a good guy. Like I would have liked to be able to continue like being his work friend. You know, minus the food, minus the whole fucking shebang. Like,
How good is a
but
guy that a woman don't want to fuck? I don't know.
what?
I said, how good is a guy that a woman don't want to fuck?
How good?
How good is a guy that a woman don't want to fuck? Crazy, it's
Well,
deep question, huh? You have to think about it, huh?
well,
He's a
it's not.
good guy, yet nobody want to fuck him. So how good you really is?
So like I'm just here like throwing pussy just like because
I
he's a
didn't
good
say you're
guy.
throwing pussy. I'm saying that someone that is so good yet can get none. It's crazy.
Yeah, maybe he hasn't at that time. I don't know if now he has someone, but I'm pretty sure that there's someone for him out there. He was not
Oh, that
looking
was
in the
you.
right. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't
It
me.
was you. He's all you.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, but I'm pretty sure that he's a nice guy and he could have found someone if he was not so um maybe self-conscious and introverted. Like he would have opened his horizon and look at the right places and he would have found someone. He would have found someone for sure.
So, moral of the story, what would you say to men out there that being work husbands for some women out there in these work environment?
For the men
And,
out there,
yes, any advice to them?
don't make fajitas. I'm kidding.
I thought they were good. See right there, you don't even tell them to
Yeah,
stop.
don't do it because it leads to a lot of confusion and deception and a lot of expectations that are never going to be met. When a girl likes you, you won't have to do all of this. Like, you know, no amount of fucking lunches, like it doesn't matter. Like if she likes you for you, you know?
All right. I appreciate the conversation. Always glow. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks to you.
I'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Guys, final note. Please, 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 please. Never, ever, ever, ever be any woman's work husband. Her story was a little different, but I know some guys be talking about the girl's relationship at home with their man or husband, giving advice. Oh, he did that. Some of them guys be even snitching on these guy at home just in the hope to get some. Basically, you're putting all your moral and self-esteem to the lowest point possible in the hope to get some. Trashing one man and hope to get a pussy is the weakest thing a man can do on this fucking planet. Trust me, I know there's a whole lot of men that talk shit about me and hope to get pussy. A whole lot. And all I did is laugh at them. You know what I mean? Like one time I had a dude actually in a quick story. I had a dude that was talking so much shit to the girl I was with that one day I was at a restaurant after a club and I saw the dude. My boy was like, "Yeah, that's the guy." I didn't know him. I went next to the guy who was next to me. I was like, "Hey, what's up, boy?" Look at me. "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Do you know me?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "So why my name in your mouth so damn much?" He's like, "Oh," I'm like, "I'm Mack, this girl's man." Like, motherfucker went into a seizure at this moment. He didn't know me. He never seen me in person. Yet he was talking so much shit about me to the girl I was with, just in the hope to get some. That's the lowest point a man can go. Guys, do not be this work husband shit, all right? On that note, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit the comments, all right? I want to hear them stories. Are you a work husband? Have it happened to you? All right, let me know. It's your boy Drip.
Hate it cause I get it, but you don't know me. Keep talking shit, nigga, but you don't